Hello, my lords and ladies, and welcome to another episode of some Skaventide Terrain. We're painting up here real quick. First off, I want to say thank you to all my YouTube members. You guys are absolutely amazing. Can't thank you guys enough. I want to say thank you to all the subscribers, anybody who watches this, shares it, posts it on the forum, whatever. Can't thank you guys enough. This is it is a time-consuming model. It's not a hard model to paint, just very, very time-consuming. So we're gonna show you how to do it and push through. But without further ado, let's go. All right. First thing you're going to do is obviously build it, scrape off all the nasty mold lines, and then I spray painted mine in white. So yeah. For the first thing we're going to do is all of the brick, the entirety of it is going to be in Nulin Oil. So this is going to take you a while, but just take your time, cruise on it, turn on an audiobook or some music, and just paint away. All right, for the skeleton that's hanging on the chains, we're going to be using some skeleton horde along with the two skeleton skulls that are on the backside as well. Now that your Nulin Oil should be dry, we're going to take some Seraphin Sepia and paint over the top of those bricks. Now, you don't want this too thick. Take it out of the pot, mix a little bit of water in there, and just kind of go over it. If you feel like it's too um, orangey-ish, you know what I mean? You can just put some water on it and it desaturates it. Once everything is completely dry, we're going to do a series of dry brushes. Now, the skeleton that's hanging, you can get this as well. It's not a big deal. But try your hardest not to hit it. We are going to go over it with a different color later on, so try not to hit it. But we're going to do some gray seer on the entirety of the brick area. After you're satisfied with your first dry brushing, we're going to go over with some ivory. This is like Ushabti Bone-ish. So if you have Ushabti Bone or something like a bone color, now this color is okay to hit that skeleton on, and probably want to do that as well, including the skulls on the backside. For your final color, we're going to be doing some straight white again all over the bricks, and you can get this on the skeleton too if you would like, or if you want to keep it a little bit more bonish that's not so calcified, you can keep it as is, but it is up to you. Once you're satisfied with that skelly, the rats that are on the arm and in the interior by the guts, we're going to use some Ratling Grime on them. And to just desaturate that skeleton just a little bit, we're going to take some Agrax Earthshade and put it on there as well. For all of our boarded up areas on the front of that door or the back side, I don't know which side's which, we're going to be doing some straight Wyldwood out of the pot. Now you'll notice that there are some rivets on there and some spikes sticking up. Try not to hit the rivets, but it's not a big deal because we're going to paint some silver over them here in a little bit. For the 2 green crystals, we're going to do some Dark Angels green. For the door, the metallic areas on the door, we're going to be doing some Retributor Armour. You'll also notice that there are some small pieces that stick out from the wood. Just be cognizant of that, and try your hardest not to get it on the wood, because this is a pain to get out. All right, next we're going to be doing all of our metallics. This is basically the rest of the miniature. So long series of clips here, follow along, and I will point out every little area that you need to hit. So this can be the 2 towers holding the crystals, all of the metallics around the door, all those areas, the chains holding up the skeleton, and then the keys on the back. So again, I'll hit all those areas and just follow along. Now you're done with that piece of metallic. All that took a while. I know it did because it took me a while. The Warplock Bronze on the pot. For the book, right above it, we're going to be using some Baal Red. And don't worry, we'll get the straps here in a little bit. And then for all of those metallics you just painted, they should be completely dry now. We're going to go in with some Agrax Earthshade across the entirety of those metallics. All right, for our gold areas, we're just going to take a 50-50 mix of Fyreslayer Flesh and Lahmian Medium, and we're going to put that all over our gold to kind of not make it as bright, desaturate a little bit. All right, for the skellies, we're just going to highlight them up a little bit, raise areas only. You could do dry brush if you would like to, but it's up to you. With some straight Ushabti Bone. You could use Screaming Skull if you would like, but I want to keep it more bonish color. All right, for our wood areas, we're just going to do a quick dry brush of Karak Stone on there, just to give it some life. And then our final dry brush. It's going to be some Ryza Rust. We're going over all of our metallics on that. So this is also going to take you a while. It's going to take you several brushes to do this, but should be quick. Second to last step here, we're just going to take some of that Tesseract Glow and just slap it on that green crystals. You'll still see the green, the dark green underneath, and you'll see the light green sticking out. So it'll look pretty cool in the end. And then as the last step, your favorite part of painting the miniature, because means you're done, is the straps on the book. And that is going to be in Black Legion. And that is it. That is all she wrote. It's not a hard miniature. I can't even say miniature. It's not hard terrain to paint. It's just extremely time consuming because it is so large. You probably didn't think you were going to use that much Nulin Oil on the original colors, but you definitely do. A lot of colors, a lot of paint used, but it looks pretty good in the end. I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. I think it looks real good, and it'll look good on the gaming table. So, again, I want to say thank you to all my YouTube members, anybody who subscribes, anybody who shares this, posts on a forum, sends it to a friend or family member. Can't thank you guys enough. I really wish I could pump out 5 videos a week, and this could be my full-time job, but it's not, unfortunately. This is just something I really enjoy doing. I love sharing this with everybody. So, again, I thank you for watching. We got some more stuff. We got a lot more stuff. We got StarCraft coming up. So, I love you all, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, paint on.